Yesterday we had what I still think could go down as the most important transfer window in the history of this save. I'm still not fully decided whether I'm completely happy with it. I think we made some good signings. I don't know if we made enough. Today we play the first game of the new season and have a look to see what the new team looks like. Hello and welcome to Club 6, Part 13 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have the first two games of the new La Liga season, away against Granada and at home against Atletico Madrid. Obviously, nothing has happened since you were last with me because we did transfers and stuff, but we have money in the bank. We're still slightly over the wage budget. We do also, coming up in this episode, have the closing of the transfer window, which I'm still hoping will involve my director of football bringing in a left-back. On loans, we really need one, and plus we have the Champions League group stage draw as well. So much excitement, but first we're going to have a look to see what our new look team looks like in a match situation. So new signings throughout the spine of the team, plus a returning youngster on the right hand side of midfield while Pozo is injured. So we're going with Markovic in goal, a back four of Centelles, Alvaro, Woodenberg and Rodriguez as our back four. Atz as the holding midfielder with O'Neill and Mateus in front of him, Garcia, Abraham and Gould up front. So same system we used last year, largely the same personnel, but some key new faces as well, which I'm hoping are going to go on to be superstars for years to come. Purely on a star rating basis, Alvaro is now the best defender at the club. Abraham is the best striker at the club. Atz is the best midfielder at the club. So if we're judging things purely on star rating, which what kind of idiot would do that, you can't argue that it was a good transfer window. So fingers crossed, all will be good. You know what? I do expect to win tonight. First game of the season. I've been telling the players all summer that we're expecting to finish in the Champions League positions. So away against Granada, yes, we should be winning this game. The next game against Atletico Madrid, I might let them get away with a draw with that one. But this is a game we absolutely should be winning. And hopefully our new signings can hit the ground running. Here is new boy Atz, plays it over to O'Neill. Mateus out to Rodriguez, who is now our first choice right back. Cross comes into Mateus and it's just over with our first chance of the new season. We're playing on Monday night, so everyone else has already played their games. So we can have a little look to see who's already at the top of the league. Oh, what do you know? Real Madrid. Who'd have thought? O'Neill plays it to Garcia and Garcia just wide. I wasn't expecting to still have Eusebio Garcia here this season, so I am delighted to see him still at the club. Moreno will be fit again soon to go back into his position at the base of the midfield, allowing us to go with Atz and O'Neill as the midfield two. Pozo can come back onto the right-hand side of midfield. I imagine McCrory will still get plenty of game time. Woodenberg and Alvaro are a lot younger than he is, but McCrory is a World Cup winning captain a year ago, so it'll be a little bit harsh on him to drop him like a stone. But all in all, not a lot happened in that first half. That was very uneventful. 3 shots, none of them on target. And we look like a team that's got a new spine. Let's assertively dig deep. Oh, I don't want to talk to the attack. No, I don't want to talk to anyone individually. I'll talk to you as a group or not at all. I don't want individual conversations. They freak me out. I am looking at this, starting to think in terms of what changes can we make to try and grab a goal. But here's Rodriguez. He's going to try and grab a goal regardless of changes. O'Neill brings it down to Atz and Mateus. Mateus plays Centelles in. The old man just about gets there. Cross comes over. It hits the crossbar, I think. Gould picks it up and is clattered. And I'm thinking probably I might even bring McCrory on and push Atz further forward. I want to see him in a more attacking role. So McCrory can play as that holding midfield player. I'm going to bring him on for Mateus because I want to see these two playing together like that. McCrory can... I mean, ideally, I probably wouldn't have him as a deep line playmaker, but I'm going to leave him as that just so we don't fiddle with the system too much. We're going to make that change. Montero is going to come on for Gould very soon as well. And then probably Mosca for O'Neill maybe, or Valentini for Abraham. There's a lot of players not really playing very well. I think we need some passion. Maybe 10 minutes of it would be nice. Tactics screen again. Garcia not playing well. Gould not playing well. Montero for Gould is an easy change to make because it was a coin flip which one of them started anyway. Jason Gould's a wonder kid, apparently. Interesting. To Centelles. Cross again, very deep. He crosses very close to the goalkeeper, but we don't really have a striker hovering in those areas. Abraham's done brilliantly to intercept there and forces a save out of the Granada keeper. A lot of pressure on Abraham because we decided to go for him rather than the lad who ended up at Barcelona. We had the choice to choose between the two and chose him. And then kind of hoping we'd get both, but lost out on Enrique, who went to Barcelona. I hope I don't end up looking like an idiot for prioritising the wrong one. Right, final change. We've got Valentini who could come on for Garcia, who's not having a great game. O'Neill is tired in midfield though, so I think Mosca on for O'Neill is probably a change that is more likely to lead to a winning goal. I thought we'd given away a penalty. Something flashed up on the screen. I think it was just shenanigans going on, but we've conceded a late goal. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to win the first game of the season. I'm going to demand more. This is not okay. I don't want to see a replay. Let me demand more. I need to be demanding. Let me demand. We're too busy being creative. There's no room for demanding. Garcia, we left him on the pitch and I thought he was going to reward me by sticking it into the top corner right at the death. We still can't demand more. I just want to be demanding. Please let me demand more. Can we drop down and demand more? Can we demand more individually? Select all players. I want to select everybody and demand more. Demand more. There we go. Garcia with a free kick. Last attack of the game. Free kick comes over. It was towards Rudenberg. It falls to Alvaro. And, Alvaro. How are we going to say his name? Probably wrong if the rest of the series is anything to go by. And that is a disappointing start to the season. The one bright hope is the fact that Moreno's obviously going to come back. Pozo's going to come back. The new boys didn't exactly shine though, did they? Shall I make myself feel sick and go and see what Enrique did for Barcelona? I hope he didn't play. I hope he's just going to sit in there under 23s. Because if he's a start... Oh, God, he's starting for them. Oh, we chose the wrong one. Oh, my eyes hurt. Oh, and he scored on his debut. And got an assist. Oh, we could have signed him. We chose the wrong one. Oh. Right, here we go then. Let's see if we can cheer ourselves up with the Champions League draw. It's unlikely because we're seeded fourth, which is just terrific. That was loads of fun when we were seeded fourth with Hamburg the other year. What are these numbers? What are they all about? So we're going to play at least one of them. They all look hard to beat. At least one of them. They also look quite hard to beat. At least one of the majority of this is not a fun competition to play in, is it? I forget how to look. We're the lowest ranked team in the entire competition, presumably because Sevilla haven't been in the Champions League for a long time, I guess. Hold on, when was the last time we would have finished in a Champions League spot? There, 2016-17. So it's like 15 years since we've been in the Champions League. So I can understand us being the lowest ranked team in the competition, but this is going to be painful. So let's get the let's get the first three of each group in and see which groups look really terrifying. So that group looks horrible. Bayern and Man United, no thank you. Inter, Monaco, Bayer Leverkusen. That's a bit of a group of death already. Stick Sevilla in there. That's a terrifying group. Paris Saint-Germain, Leipzig, Roma. Even worse, potentially. Chelsea, Porto, Spartak, Moscow. Maybe. I mean, none of these groups are easy, but Porto are maybe beatable. Spartak, Moscow, I would suggest probably are. Dortmund, Milan, Sporting Lisbon. Again, I don't know, it looks a hard group. Benfica, well, we can't have that one because Atletico are already in that one. Real Madrid are already in that one, so we can't have that one. This one's got Man City. Man City we can't. Lyon and CSKA Moscow. That Group G. We'd like Group G, please. Group G or Group D. Or just get one of the horrible groups. Right, we avoided that horrible group. We've avoided that horrible group. And that one. I don't mind if we get this one. Now it's all on Group G now, please. I mean, maybe? We've got a 50-50 chance now. In fact, no, we can't go into that group. We definitely get in the group we wanted. That is awesome. We're obviously going to get thumped by Man City, but I genuinely think we might be able to finish second in that group, which would be absolutely marvellous. When do we play the games? We don't know yet. I guess we're about to find out. They'll do fixtures. We've got the transfer window closing yet as well, so there's still lots more shenanigans to go on before the season starts. Season starts? We're just pretending Granada didn't happen now. Well, no further transfers to speak of. Nothing happened on deadline day. We didn't have a magical left-back appear. A couple of youngsters have gone out on loan, but other than that, nothing major has gone on. A fairly quiet summer, all in all. And we've made no changes to the team for the Atletico Madrid game either, mainly because Moreno's still not fit enough to play, or Pozo. We need them both back fairly quickly. They're two very important players. But I also want to give this version of the team the opportunity to show that they're not as bad as that last game suggests they are. We have made a significant number of signings, and hopefully, once they get used to each other, all will be good again. So let's give the fans something to cheer. There you go. A few of them want to give the fans something to cheer. That's a good thing. I know there's going to be calls down in the comments for playing Montero ahead of Gould. Gould's a wonder kid, though. I know he's only here on loan, but that's not to say we won't ever be able to sign him permanently. So there's very little between the two of them. So I'd rather play the one who's a wonder kid. Montero will get plenty of opportunities as the season goes on. And if Gould doesn't start to impress, there is Gould and there's a goal. So there you go. Gould started to impress. He started to impress, didn't he? He heard the threat incoming. He has... He's taken a step up a gear or two since he was last here on loan a year ago. Although, to be fair, he did get one goal in his one game from when he was here before. That was a lovely little finish, though. 1-0 to Sevilla, 6 minutes on the clock. This will undo all the pain of the Granada game if we can grind out a win here. Plus the pain of the fact that Barcelona have now won 2 from 2 and Henrique scored for them again. So he's going to end up top scorer in the Liga this season. The one that got away. We need Abraham to be just as good. Remember, Abraham he was the known quantity. He's got double figures goals in La Liga the last 3 seasons in a row for Levante. He's still only 22 himself. He's still part of that Spain under-23 squad with a number of our young players. So Abraham is not a bad signing, but I think Henrique might have been your next Brazilian superstar, and I'm still hoping Ats might end up being that man. After all, he's the one who's a current Brazil international, not Henrique. So we'll see how things work out, I guess. I think Abraham definitely fits our system better. That was one of the reasons we went for him rather than Henrique. The fact that he could play as a pressing forward, whereas Henrique was just a complete forward. He was just a complete footballer. We wanted someone who was more specialised. But Abraham was built for our system. Henrique might not have done as well for us, being asked to do a lot of running about the way we need our striker to do as part of a gegenpress. Right, let's guard against complacency. Let's not pretend the job is done. That's what we did in the first match that we're pretending didn't exist. After all that saying, I didn't make any changes. I of course brought Calvillo into the team, but I did that quite like 3 days before and then forgot about it because I almost loaned him out as well. I spent a lot of time playing with the team and I've just remembered that Centellas played in the last game, didn't he? This is what happens when there's too much going on between games. I sit here for 20 minutes doing Champions League draws and racking my brains trying to find a left back from somewhere, anywhere. Give me a left back. And I end up swapping them and forgetting that I've done it. And did any of you notice they have their names begin with the same letter? That might mean you don't notice, like I did. I give up. Oh, don't ever record videos in the afternoon again, Kev. Mornings only from now on. Right, Abraham's been terrible. Valentini can come on for him. I am trying to pretend that that's not a bad signing yet. It's not a bad signing yet, but we'll see how things develop. Mosca can come on as well, but I want Ats to go further forward. Mosca can play deep. I want Ats up there where he's going to make an impact to the team. So 2 of our players who were identified as superstars, O'Neill and Abraham, they're off. I'm already changing my mind about who my best players are. Perhaps O'Neill. Perhaps he just had a purple patch at the end of last season. That's really poor defending again. Perhaps we need McCrory back in our defence. Because it seemed too easy. And the fact we've not got a left back is a problem. Calvillo doesn't make the tackle. Rodriguez doesn't make his way across. Woodenberg's not really marking anybody. Alvaro's not really marking anybody. Yeah. The new look defence needs some time to get used to each other, I think. And to make matters worse, Garcia's still not playing well either. So we're going to bring, not him on, we're going to bring Montero on for him. And is there a way around these two would like to play? We'll do it that way around then. Montero can be on the left-hand side. And let's have 10 minutes of passion to finish the game. A 1-1 against Atletico Madrid is never a bad result. But in the context of how we started our season, 1 point from 2 games is not what we were hoping for to start of the new season after such an important transfer window, especially when we've got Champions League football coming up this season. So we kind of... Oh, we've lost it. Oh, 2 defeats to start the season is a problem. Because once the Champions League starts, we're going to find out if our squad's big enough. And I've got my suspicions in that respect. But this episode has not been a roaring success. We're going to pretend it didn't happen. Oh, just to end now, please. Why is the game still playing? Just a thank you. It's ended. And we didn't play badly in either of those games, but we also didn't play well. And our new signings don't look very good yet. Hopefully, once they're settled in, all will be fine, and they need to settle in quick. Right, we're going to be back for Man City, I think. It's another one of the things I was doing between the 2 games. So we're going to play half a dozen league games, couple of Champions League games, see where we are. The temptation to do Lyon and Barcelona was real because it allows us to do our first Champions League game plus show Henrique. But I just want to get into this season and find out where we are. So we'll do 6 Liga games, couple of Champions League games, come back for Man City. And I tell you what, should we do Real Betis? They're the local rivals, aren't they? Are they the local rivals? People keep telling me I've got to do the Real Betis game. I think it's that people are saying. I need to check. Who are our rivals? Are Real Betis our local rival? Real Betis, local rival. There you go then. We'll do Real Betis in the next episode, plus Manchester City. Sorted. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.